Exclusive. Dakota Johnson wants to marry Sam Heughan sooner than planned. Reasons to be revealed. One late afternoon in Los Angeles, the golden sunset filtered through the glass windows of a luxurious cafe. Dakota Johnson sat in a hidden corner, wearing a simple white maxi dress, her hair loose, but her eyes were filled with an undisguised anxiety. In front of her was Sam Heughan, tall, handsome, and still maintaining his usual calm demeanor. "Sam, I think we should get married sooner," Dakota said, her voice low but firm. Sam paused, took a sip of coffee, and looked straight into her eyes. "Are you worried about the rumors these past few days?" Dakota nodded slightly. She didn't want to beat around the bush. All week, the American and British press had reported on inside sources that their relationship was in trouble, that Sam still had feelings for a mystery woman, something they both knew was a lie, but the destructive power of the media could not be underestimated. "I'm afraid that if we keep going, there will be more rumors. And then, one day, this pressure will destroy us before we can say our vows," Dakota said, her eyes slightly teary. Undercurrents from the media. It all started with an article in a leading British entertainment magazine, with a glaring headline, "Sam Heughan, is your heart not ready to be tied down?" The article brought up Sam's past love story, putting forward a series of theories that he was only temporarily with Dakota, and once the new film project ended, he would find a way out. What shocked Dakota the most were the malicious comments under the social media posts. Some accounts even spread old photos of Sam with his female colleague in Outlander, deliberately suggesting that he and that person were still secretly dating. Sam initially just smiled faintly, thinking that this will pass, but Dakota, who is sensitive to public pressure, could not ignore it. She understood that when the public was suspicious, they would find every way to turn suspicion into truth through fabricated stories. The flash wedding plan. Just 2 days after the conversation at the coffee shop, Dakota proactively contacted a famous wedding planner in Beverly Hills. She requested a special plan to organize a wedding within 3 weeks. 3 weeks? Dakota, are you sure? Sam asked when he heard the news. She nodded. "We can do it small, private. Just invite family, a few close friends and those who really support us. I don't want everything to become a stage for the press. The important thing is that you and I walk down the aisle together, the sooner the better." Sam looked at her for a long time and then smiled. He understood that this was not just an emotional decision, but Dakota's way of resisting the arrows of public opinion that were being shot at them. And he was ready. The pressure behind the scenes. When news of the flash wedding began to leak, the media immediately exploded. The tabloids asked, did they marry for love or because of rumors? An entertainment TV channel even invited a relationship psychologist to analyze. Dakota and Sam may be getting married to escape public pressure, but marriages for this reason usually don't last. Dakota read this on TV while trying on her wedding dress. She was silent, but her eyes were sharp. "I'll prove them wrong," she said softly, almost to herself, the night before the wedding. The wedding was set for a Malibu beachfront villa, where the breeze blew cool and the sunset turned the sea golden. The night before the wedding, Sam and Dakota sat together on the balcony, looking out at the ocean. "Are you scared?" Dakota asked. Sam smiled, placing his hand on hers. "The only thing I'm afraid of is that one day you'll regret choosing me." Dakota shook her head, smiling. "I never regret it. I'm just afraid that if we don't do this now, too many things will come between us." They were silent, listening to the sound of the waves lapping at the shore, like an unspoken promise. The dream wedding, and the shocking moment. The next day, when everyone had gathered, the golden sunlight covered the beach. Dakota stepped out in a simple white wedding dress, but her eyes were shining with happiness. Sam stood waiting at the altar built on the sand, the sea breeze blowing the hem of his navy blue suit. The ceremony went smoothly until a voice suddenly rang out from behind the guests. "Wait, I have something to say." All eyes turned to a strange woman in a red dress who walked quickly forward. She held an envelope in her hand and announced, "Dakota, there are things about Sam that you need to know before you sign the marriage license." The air suddenly became thick. Sam paled. Dakota stood still, clutching the bouquet. "The truth is uncovered." The woman introduced herself as an investigative journalist, claiming that the envelope contained evidence that Sam had once had a secret relationship with an actress on the set, and that the relationship was not over. Whispers spread throughout the ceremony. Dakota looked at Sam, his eyes searching for an explanation. Sam stepped forward, took the envelope, and opened it in front of everyone. Inside were a few photos, but they were from years ago, at a charity event, with no sentimental meaning. Sam looked up, his voice low but clear. "This is how the media wants to destroy us. And I won't let them." Dakota stepped forward, taking Sam's hand. "If this is all they have, they lost from the start." Applause broke out. The woman was ushered out by security. The ceremony continued, and Sam and Dakota were officially married. After the storm, just a day later, their wedding photos flooded social media. Newspapers that had once doubted them now ran articles praising the couple's steadfastness and love despite the storm. Dakota, in a later interview, said, "We didn't get married to fight the rumors. We got married because we were ready. The rumors just made us realize that there was no point in waiting any longer." Sam smiled beside her. "And if I had to do it all over again, I would have still married you as soon as you said you wanted to." Quote,